Okay, so this is the Recollections, so that's Michael's. It's just their 65-pound weight. I don't like to use much thicker than this when you're just wrapping the book around because, you know, I'm going to be putting more paper on top of it. And this paper is pretty thick that I'm using. So I'm going to use this thinner paper just to wrap my chipboard pieces. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to set this up. My mom's dog is down just barking up a storm because she's not home. So I'm sorry if that's coming through the... Hopefully you're not hearing him, because it's very irritating. Bless his little heart. Okay. There we go. So we're just going to connect these two pieces together. So I have a piece that's large enough to cover. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm putting... Okay, there are two different sides to these now, so I want to make sure that I'm lining this up. There we go. So it's 1/4 of an inch. I've got some glue on my fingers, so I'm getting all kinds of little stuff out. Okay. All right. So now, got to figure out what I'm going to put on this. I think I'm just going to glue. I think I've got enough glue to stick this down. Take this off. Take this off. See, this gives me solid coverage. It's going to suck up every tidbit of the paper when I flip it over. And I want it to do the same thing. Come on. I know you've got some more glue in there for me. Oh, I might be running out. I might have used it all. Oh, there we go. I'm mainly interested in making sure I get these edges down really well. So that's the first place I'm putting glue. Putting these little scribbly marks as close together as I can. I don't want to run and get the other glue. It's not right here. It's in the other room. I'm being lazy. Okay, and I'm also going to put a little bit within this line. This little, because I want it to go, the paper to stick down into that as well. Okay. Now, actually, let me show you, if I get this back on here. Get this back on here. There we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this down. Let me see. Okay. And I like to have a good, see, now I don't mind right there. I'm just going to split the difference. So I'm going to put this down. I'm pushing it down there so it's getting some adherence. Now I'm going to flip it over. Give it a little roll. And then I'm going to take my bone folder find the edge. See, this is not going to be any problem because it's going to be on the cover. It's not going to be in where this is. And I just want to make sure that I get this groove in here before everything gets too dry. Get this groove in there. It really helps make the book look much more finished. Much more finished. Okay. And I think I've actually picked this up. Linda's Scrapbooks. I think it's Linda Scrap. She's on YouTube. She does beautiful scrapbooks. And so I, kind of gotten a little bit from different people, and plus just my own, my own way of doing things as well. So now I poked a hole in there, but I'm not worried about it because I know that I'm going to put some more paper over this. And so now I'm going to flip this back over. And I'm going to go ahead and take these off and let them just, oops, that was not good. Just let them flip down. Okay. And we'll do this one, and hopefully I won't have the problem. There we go. And I'm just going to let that lay down on the paper. So there we go. And I have some gooiness here. I'm not going to worry about it too much, but okay. I'll cut some of this off. Again, I'm not a super straight cutter. Ah, come on. Okay, see? Not a super straight cutter. And then I'm just going to start working the paper. Get all my edges started here so I can see what I'm going to do. Okay. So, and I kind of come at my corners just a little off. And I get to the corner, I leave a good 1/8 of an inch, closer to 1/4 of an inch than less than 1/8 of an inch. Let's put it that way. Just start a little off to the side, get to the corner, and turn around and come back up. Okay, so I'm kind of making a weird angle. Of course, I don't have anything straight right now. There we go, and one more. I think it's been a while since I've actually done a tutorial with all of the steps. I've kind of started doing them where I was just showing you how to do certain things. Okay, so now the next step is to take the bone folder and run it along each side here. There we go. job. Okay, so here's that. Now, one thing with this Recollections paper is it does not crack. It's a nice paper, and it doesn't crack. It just kind of goes with the flow. So now we're going to put down some score tape. Unfortunately, all I have is 1/4 inch. Let me finish this. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Let me finish this one. Let me finish this one up here. I'll put it around the edge. And again, I use score tape, and I use, whoops, that went a little awry. And I use glue. Oh, and there's the end. Now I have some of this that's not really score tape, but for this it's going to be good enough. I couldn't tell you what it is. Not a whole lot of clue here. But it's certainly not the Sukwein score tape. But this is all going to have papers over the top of it. It's going to have glue, and so it's fine. And we're also going to tape all along. And I'm going to go ahead and get this done, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm also, just for giggles, going to run, just because I've got these pretty wide, I'm going to run some of this ATG, oops, sorry. There we go. And then we'll get some glue. We'll use some Aleene's tacky glue. This has got such a big hole for the glue to come out. I always get such a huge, enormous amount. So I don't use this particular bottle for much, but some big stuff like this. And the one thing is with this tack, it takes it a while to dry, so you can have some dry time. Now I'm going to pull the score tape all around. And I didn't carry the score tape where there was no chipboard. Ah, come on. Get off of there. So, yeah, it takes it a little longer to get off, but that's okay. That, and I broke a fingernail that I used, so I got nothing to hook it with. Okay, so now I'm going to take and I'm going to put some of this right on the edge all the way around the chipboard. And this is going to adhere the paper to the tops or the sides of the chipboard, which is going to give us a nice finished look, kind of square it up on the top of the chipboard. This really works really well when you have thicker chipboard. Okay, so we're going to do the long sides first. Just going to pull this puppy. Push. Got a little crookedness in that one there. Let's see if we can work it out with the bone folder. There we go. See, you want to work these sides in, and that'll take that emptiness out. Okay, so we'll take this out. Come on. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is a little differently this time. So I'm going to pull down the center, and then I'm going to push this in. That's why I was getting that. I forgot. Push that down, and then get in here. And that will make the rest of this lay very nicely. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then we'll get this. And now is when you're going to work those corners so they get folded in. And there's enough glue. Just push that corner in. There's enough glue that it's actually going to catch those and hold them down. I don't want it on my bone folder, however. Pull this off. Make sure I've got that nice and squished. There we go. Good. And then this side. Pull that in to fold around. Pull this in. That's why you want to leave a good 1/8 plus so that you have something to actually fold in. Get this off. And there we go. Okay. I have got to get this bit cleaned off here. Woo! Sorry guys. I just got some dried glue bits on there. And there is a beautifully bound. Let me just flip this over. It's just got too much dried glue on it. Okay, now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to get our paper in here. And I'm going to do 1/4 inch on each side. We go ahead and get this off. This will take forever. And then we'll be done and we can start having some fun. Not that this isn't fun, but this is probably 2 parts because I think we've gone quite a bit over an hour to get all these pieces and parts in here. Okay. I'm going to start on this end, and I know what I'm looking for is 1/4 inch. Let's see, maybe start here. 1/4 inch all the way around. I'm just going to put my ends down. I'm just touching that because now I want to flip. That's too far down. Okay, now I'm just going to bring the book around so I can tell where I'm at here. Is that about even? Yeah, it's about even. And where am I? See, if I lay it there, how am I looking when I close these up? There you can see. Looks good to me. Looks good to you. Looks good to me. It's a little lower on the bottom, but not enough. And I know I didn't put my glue on. Why didn't you guys yell at me to put my glue on? No, I'm not going to pull it up. We didn't get glue on it. That's okay. That's alright. There was enough score tape. That's okay. In fact, I wasn't supposed to put it down till after I covered this. You guys should have yelled at me, because I'm not pulling it up now. We'll figure it out. It's going to be a bigger pain in the butt. So don't do this yet. Put your pretty paper down first. Put your pretty paper down first. Then do this. Okay? Okay? But we'll get it figured out. It's no biggie, because there's a good 1/4 of an inch on both sides that I can adhere it down and not have a problem. In fact, I probably will just put black, and then I'll put pretty paper down. There we go. One more step to do, but that's all right. I can get it done. I can get it done, but so that's it, guys. That's an extra step. I would say cut you a piece of either your pretty paper or whatever color you're using, and do this first, then put this down. Okay? But I'm going to call this done, this portion. I'll go ahead and all I'm going to do is measure from this edge to where I want this to be, cut it. I'm going to put score tape along here. I'm going to put glue along here, and then I'm actually going to run the paper through my Xyron machine, but you could just put a bunch of glue on the paper with some score tape here and put it down. Okay, if you by chance did the same thing. Hopefully you didn't. I'm sure you wouldn't. It's always a good idea to watch the tutorial through once, because you know us, we're not you know, doing this for money. I mean, if I was gonna get paid for a tutorial or something, I would make sure that it was absolutely perfect, whether I had to film it 1,000 times. But you know, you guys that watch me, you want to see the mistakes too. So I think it's how I learn, or you know, I don't know. We're all just having fun here. So, but literally what I'm gonna do, if I could find my ruler. Hello, ruler. Oh, here it is. Right where it was supposed to be. Oh my God, that doesn't happen very often. So, I'd say 6 inches. And, you know, this is 9. So I'm going to go 6 inches by 8 1/4. 8 3/4, I'm sorry. And let me get another one of those. So do I have... Oh goodness. I only have one more sheet of this. Oh my goodness. 6 inches. So I can get 2 of them out. I gotta get 8 3/4 by 6 inches. Let's see, am I gonna need 6 inches on the front? Let's see how good I was. Let's see how good I was. 6 inches is going to be just a titch too long. About here. Yeah. So 5 and yeah, just below 6 inches for the other piece. So 8 3/4. Yeah. Maybe. Okay. 8 3/4, and I'm going to need one at 6 inches. And that's going to do, sorry, I keep banging that, and that's going to do right there very nicely. Okay. And then if this is the other one for 6 inches, and let's see how that's going to be. Too long. I'm going to cut off, let's see, 1/4 of an inch, and hopefully, almost a little too much, but that's okay. Still looks good. And I tell ya, I think to make sure, put this away. Oops. Let's see. That's not it. I don't know if this is going to work on the Tyvek or not. No. So I'm going to get a black magic marker, which I don't have with me right at the moment, I don't believe. I know I have a gigantic one. Well, you know, it's kind of big. You think I can find it? Heck no. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to take magic marker to this. I don't want to do my paint because I don't have a lot of, I don't want to get this all painted. But that way, when I butt this up, that even if I don't get it all the way just right, you're not going to be able to see white because it's going to be black. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to edge this, and then I'm going to put my papers down, and we'll be good to go. Alright guys? And remember, on this 1/4 inch that I have here, I'm going to put my tape down and put it on there. But I'm going to put the tape as close to this edge than into here. I'll put some, I won't put any glue or anything. I'm just going to kind of let that free stand so that it's not, I don't want glue getting in the way of this piece of paper if it happens to pop up. Okay? So just score tape on this. You know that now that I've given it a minute to dry, that I think that will work. This is a permanent marker. I just want it right there at the edge. You're not going to see much more than that. Let me get it on this other side. That is all I was looking for. Okay. And I'm going to use, do I want to use score tape on the Tyvek, or do I want to just do the glue? Just going to do the glue. And I'll use the Aleene's. Okay. So, getting the Aleene, trying very hard not to get it on that. I keep rolling off of the edge here, and I'm putting some down in here, and that's what I'm going to put down first. Let's see, was this the one for here, or was this the one? So which one's 6 inches and which one's less? This one's less. So this one's for here. And I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna let this dry completely. Gonna let this dry completely. Oops, hold on. And I'm gonna push in okay. Push into my little area right there, and we're gonna let that dry completely. And I'm going to do the other way just like that, and then I'll come back after that's dry and I'll pick this up and I'll put more glue and glue the rest of it down. Okay, so I will be back. We'll be ready to have some fun. Bye.